Hi everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name's Lizzie and I've recently had a pretty significant birthday. A few weeks ago I turned the ripe old age of 25. I am now a quarter of a century old. Now I know really in the grand scheme of things I'm still pretty young, but quarter of a century, wow. Anyway, my lovely friends and family have 100% cottoned on to the fact that this whole dressmaking malarkey is a really big hobby of mine now, and they've all been really generous and bought me the most lovely gifts, so I wanted to share it with you. Not showing off purely because I think you might find it interesting, gift ideas for other sewers or just nice things that you might like for yourself. So the first thing that I got given was a rotary cutter, and I'm so excited to use this. Don't get me wrong, scissors are fine. I have a really nice pair of scissors that I get on very well with, but I've just seen too many YouTubers like whizzing around their fabric with a rotary cutter to cut, really accurately, really quickly, and I've really wanted to try one out. So now I have one, looking forward to testing it. To go with that, I also was given by my lovely parents, I'm so excited for this one, a cutting mat. Da, 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 da. It's really big. I don't think it's even going to fit in the frame, but it's pink on one side and it's purple on the other side, so loving the girliness. And it not only is it important if you're using a rotary cutter to have a cutting mat so that you protect your table or your floor or whatever it is you cut out on, but also it has all this big grid on it and all these markings, so it can help me have straight lines and right angles and all sorts of exciting things. So yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head exactly which size it is, but I'm going to bung all the extra info I can think of like in the description box. So if you're curious to know where something's from or what size it is or whatever, have a look down there. I was also given a chalk pen, and I've not had a chalk pen before. Until now I've only ever used Taylor's chalk, and I don't know if it's just a factor of Taylor's chalk in general or if my Taylor's chalk just isn't very good, but I find it really hard work to warm it up so that you can actually, I find it really hard, nothing happens. I like rub it on my fabric and it barely makes a mark. So yeah, I find Taylor's chalk really not very good to work with, not very accurate. So yeah, I'm looking forward to trying out my chalk pen. My lovely best friend got me some gifts, and she actually has a mum who is a very, very accomplished sewer and dressmaker. So she asked her mum, what is the most useful tool you have in your sewing kit? And her mum said to get me one of these. And it says on the packet that it's a sewing gauge. I'd never heard of it before, never used one, and I had no idea what it was, to be honest. But reading the back of the packet, I can tell you that it is used for measuring and marking your hem depth to make sure your hem is like even all the way around, to draw scallops and circles. So in maths, to draw a circle you'd use a compass. Well, this is like a dressmaker's compass. To measure the spaces between buttonholes and buttonhole length, and to create evenly spaced tucks and pleats. I mean, for literally just what looks like a metal stick with like a hole in one end and a little red bit that moves, I mean, magic. I think this could be really useful. She also bought me the cutest little pin cushion. It's one of the ones that goes on your wrist, and it's so sweet. It makes me think of a mushroom or like a toadstool, but it's grey with white polka dots, and it's just very, very sweet. So that will be very useful. I have a lovely pin cushion already, actually. That's a little mouse that my mother-in-law to be bought me, and it's great, but because it's not one that sits on your wrist, I'm forever chasing it around the flat, because I'll have my sewing machine set up on our dining table, and then the ironing board will be set up somewhere else, and I tend to pin on my ironing board. So yeah, I'm always like, oh, where's my pin cushion? But this one, I can carry it around with me. Excellent. The last thing that my best friend bought me is a pack of pins, and they look like this, and at first glance it just looks like a pretty boring case of just like stainless steel pins, but no, they're not just boring pins. They are specifically for bridal fabrics and lace. Now, some of you might know this already, but I actually got engaged at the very end of December, which is so exciting, and we're definitely not going to actually get married for a couple of years yet, but I would love if I've managed to build up the skills to make my own wedding dress, and she knows this, and I think she's trying to encourage me to take my ambition more seriously, so she's bought me some bridal pins. Very good. Another friend bought me a sewing book, and it wasn't a sewing book that I was aware of before, so it was such a lovely surprise, and it's called Famous Frocks, The Little Black Dress, and it's by Dolin Bliss O'Shea, and it looks something like this. Don't know if you can see that very well there. And essentially it has patterns in an envelope at the front, so it comes with the patterns, which is excellent. And it has a pattern based on several different kind of iconic women from fashion. So it's got Coco Chanel, Joan Crawford, Audrey Hepburn, Grace Kelly, Liza Minnelli, Kate Moss. So it's basically got a pattern that obviously has different variations based on an iconic style of those women. So let me find the Audrey one, because I'm really excited to make the Audrey Hepburn dress. So you know, it's got like a chapter on each of these iconic women. So this is the Audrey chapter, and then if you turn to the next page, this is the pattern that it has. It has a pattern to create this lovely black dress here. And yeah, it's based on little black dresses, which I just love, because when you see something as a black dress, it's just classic, clean, so wearable. But obviously you can make these patterns in loads of different colourful fabrics if you want. But yeah, I just thought it was such a thoughtful present, and these women featured in the book all have such different styles. They're from different time periods, so there's a real mixture of time, of styles. So yeah, I'm really excited to start making some things from this. My mum and dad bought me some fabric, and it's actually some fabric that I'd sort of pointed out to them as something I would really, really like, because they asked me what I might want for my birthday. It's from the Fabric Godmother. I'll put a link in the description box below if it's still available. And it's this beautiful cotton lawn with a grey base and these sort of mustard coloured, I don't know if are they geese? Would they be geese? I think maybe they are geese. But it's just so beautiful. I love the colours. I wouldn't normally go for grey because I don't think grey suits me particularly well, but I know the mustard colour does suit me, and I just think it could be a really beautiful garment of some kind. I don't know what I want to make out of it yet, so I'm gonna kind of think hard and yeah, research and decide what I want to make. I want to make something quite special out of it. And in fact, I was thinking that I wanted to make like a lovely full skirted, like nipped in at the waist summer dress of some kind. But there are only so many opportunities in the UK summertime to wear a really lovely summery dress. So I'm actually thinking that I want to try and construct it in such a way that it's actually a top and a skirt that I can just tuck into one another to make it look like a dress, because then it just makes the garment so much more versatile. If I've actually got a skirt and a top and a dress, like all in one, I can just wear the top with jeans, I can pair the skirt with other things, but I can also wear it all in one as like a full-on nice outfit. So yeah, let me know if you have any ideas, or if any of you have used this fabric. I have a feeling it's probably quite a popular fabric because it's just so lovely. So yeah, let me know. So the last thing is kind of a double present from my mum and my fiance. So my fiance was really thoughtful and arranged for tickets for me to go to the Stitching and Crafting show or something, I think it was called, at Olympia. I can't remember, again, I'll put it below. It was on the 22nd of April that I was there, and it was a lovely fair. It was great to look around, but it wasn't one of the bigger ones in terms of dressmaking, so slightly more limited as to what was there that was of interest. So I'm glad he didn't pay very much for the tickets. I think it was about a £5, but it was so lovely. And what made it so special was that he arranged for my mum to be my +1, and my mum doesn't live in London, so it was so nice that he'd gone to that effort to arrange for my mum to travel to London and for us to go out on this afternoon together to go to the show. And whilst we were there, we found the stall of Fabrics Galore, who are a lovely fabric shop. They have a website, so check it out even if you're not local. I think their shop is in Battersea in London. I've not been, but I've been on their website. And my lovely mum treated me to this beautiful Liberty lawn. And I've never had a Liberty fabric before, so I'm so excited to use it. And in fact, it's coming up kind of weird on camera actually. The colours blend together a bit more in real life, but I just love these kind of rich jewel autumnal colours. I just think it's so beautiful. Again, I don't know what I want to make from it yet, something special because it's such a special fabric. Yeah, it's weird. In my camera, I think the lighter colours are popping a lot more. In real life, it's a bit more subtle, but yeah, it's quite pink actually, and I'm not normally a pink person, but I think all the kind of autumnal, the kind of browny, orangey, like rich purpley tones are quite good for my colouring. So yeah, I'm really excited to make my first Liberty garment. So there you have it. Those are all the lovely sewing bits and bobs that I was bought by my lovely friends and family this year. I hope you found that interesting. Do give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more of my videos. I would love to hear from you in the comments on whether you've got any pattern ideas for me for my two lovely fabrics, or if you've used any of these tools and how you get on with them. Yeah, I'd love to hear from you. So yeah, thanks guys. Bye!